Hey guys, Alex from Seventh Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time around we had the Robot Revolution, where we met a nice lady named Belinda Chandra, who was found by robots because she was their queen, and she was brought to the AI generator, which was really the AL generator, and it was her ex-boyfriend who was an incel, and the doctor was trying to help her, and then they blew up Alan, and then the doctor was like, oh, you know, I met your descendant who looks exactly like you. I bet there's this really interesting mystery box. And then she was like, I don't care. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of this. And he was like, okay, let's not do that. But then at the end, they tried to go back to Earth, where she was taken, and they can't get back to Earth on, was it May 24th, 2025, I believe was the date. Was that it? Was that correct? Let me see. Yeah, it was May 24th, 2025. They can't get back to that date. So now, unfortunately for Belinda, she is kind of stuck with the doctor for a little bit, but we'll just have to see how that goes, basically. But still, it was a good episode. It was a good episode. There's something in my throat, and I really enjoy Belinda, and I'm very curious to see more of her throughout this season. So yeah, that is basically that. So why don't we just jump right into this episode of Doctor Who? Here we go. You know, it just occurred to me that I don't have the stuff on the table. It just hit me, like, as I finished that. I was looking at the monitor. I was like, something's not right here. It never looks good when I put it on the table anymore. You know what? For this episode, we're going to skip it. So, I think I did that once last season where I just forgot to put the stuff on the table, but I'm so used to not having stuff on the table anymore, so yeah. Alright, let's get going.
Vacuum created by the terrific blast sucks up the sand like a cyclone, creating a sandstorm that envelops the day's GIs.
Why are you selling popcorn during the... Well, I guess it's the newsreel before the movie. Like, the actual movie hasn't started yet, but wouldn't you, like, sell popcorn... I don't know, they haven't invented proper concession stands yet. Alright, what are we playing today? This must be the animated short, because that's a pretty small reel. Yeah, so that's the newsreel. Then, switch over. Ring-a-ding!
Oh, it's such a beautiful day.
Oh, God.
I think I'll go to town. Yes, sirree.
Wow, me oh my, who might you be?
Don't make me laugh.
I do kind of love Rubber Hose animation. It's so funny. I gotta play Cuphead sometime, man. Oh, the moon. Moon! Oh no, the spoon! Spoon! Oh, what is this?
What do you think?
This one's kind of silly, isn't it?
What do you say?
Duh.
I'm looking at you with the glasses. What do
Oh
you
God,
Who? Me?
he's alive!
say? Make me laugh. Yes, ready? 'Cause here
Oh!
I
Oh!
come.
That's fucking terrifying.
Don't make me laugh.
Oh! Oh, now we're in trouble.
On Earth, we bounced all the way back to 1952.
Thanks.
out there. We're in actual 1952.
Except you want to go home, so I'm going to pop out on my own.
Not a chance, out of my way.
Well, you gotta see.
This is the fun bit, honey. The clothes.
Alright, well... She can have a little bit of fun before going back. Woo! That dress, that suit.
Wherever we are.
Miami, Florida.
Ooh.
We're in Miami.
At 4 a.m. We got dressed up for no one to see.
1952, that might be wise.
Eh. Yeah, no offense, but the two of you might get into some trouble here. And he's not quite used to that.
Question is, who trains up a cinema?
No. Oh no, trouble.
Is that it? Is it done?
Yeah, that is a direct line to 2025.
Yeah, but...
Land.
Then we'd better go. Is that right?
Yeah.
Go now.
We can...
We need to get inside that TARDIS thing and leave. Yes?
Except.
Oh my god, you actually want to investigate that spooky old cinema?
Yes!
Scooby-Doo.
Honey, I'm Velma.
Eh.
And the rules.
1952 Miami. The diner is segregated, no blacks, which includes you.
Eh.
Breaking the law just by being in here.
That's... Oh my god.
Save it for later, Belinda. Right now, we are busy.
How can you say that?
Yeah.
Toppled worlds.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wait for people to topple their world.
Meh.
Until then, I live in it and I shine.
Just do your best.
You're not saying it's haunted.
Pardon me, Missy, that's crazy talk. I mean, he's still in there. Mr. Pye, the old projectionist Reginald Pye.
Reginald
He got arrested,
Pye.
but they had no evidence.
What a great
around him.
name.
So they closed the palazzo. He stayed on as caretaker, and every night the movies keep playing to an empty house.
Well, that's just modern cinema.
There is literally an old caretaker in a haunted cinema.
Can we please go in?
Come on, Velma.
Hey, Fred!
Yes! Let's go!
Hello? Mr. Pye.
You know, in 50 years, they're gonna make another episode like this, but instead of the whatever Western is on, there's just gonna be Minecraft movies and chicken jockeys.
Please don't hurt them.
No. Oh god. There's tapping!
What was that?
Hello?
Tap dancers.
Someone there?
Very tiny tap dancers.
Ta-da!
Ah!
I'm Mr. Ring-a-Ding, I make your heart bell sing. Please don't make me laugh, just take my autograph. Now take my jokes, my
You know,
folks, 'cause I know just one thing.
that's a really strange thing to see. Like, stranger than most companions see on their first outing.
What a fine and dandy day. And who might you be?
I love this guy, I gotta be honest.
You're a cartoon.
Don't make me laugh.
You are living.
They're gonna have to make him laugh by the end of this.
Light come to life.
I'm beaming at ya.
This is impossible.
How do you exist?
I wish I knew. I'm all alone. Ain't nobody else in this whole wide world like me. Does nobody care about Mr. Ring-a-Ding?
You got your own soundtrack.
Don't make me laugh, because it sounds like this.
Ah! No, 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 no. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. He's a harbinger.
And I am Lux, Lux Imperator, the god of light. I am the dazzle of the heart of the pantheon.
Okay.
In the eyes of the mad, I am the last thing you see before you fall into the abyss.
So is this gonna be a thing? Every second episode is gonna be someone from the Pantheon?
Don't make me laugh, just take my autograph. Now take my jokes, my lovely.
He's trapping. He's got to sing the song. Come on.
They run.
He's got no chance. He's got a completely musical number.
I'll get ya. I'm Mr. Ring.
I was married for 20 years. And I'm telling you, sir, you never saw such a girl. I was the luckiest fellow in the whole wide world. And then one spring day, she went to cross the road.
Oh no.
And I've been alone ever since.
Aw, poor Reg.
Until he came.
What did he do?
I don't think he's a replacement for your wife.
He brought her back.
Oh, fuck. Oh, she was still black and white, though. If only... Oh, okay, she is in color now. Well, I can't say I blame you, man.
No, wouldn't worry. It's really not much of a chase.
Darn it, I was so bad
Ow.
when I arrived. I should never have learned perspective.
Are you saying that's God?
Eh.
So look into them.
Never meet your gods.
Are deadly.
Let me in! Let me in! By the hair of my chinny chin chin! Or is that a different cartoon?
Reggie, how did you enter this world? Was it on the big screen?
Yes.
Ah!
Mr. Reginald
Freaking cartoons and his cartoon powers.
You must be the one. Enemy of the toy maker. Decomposer of Maestro. The killer of the god of death.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how do I stop?
Not to mention the trickster.
I can do the same for you.
No, don't.
Go get it, girls! My lovely ladies of the light.
Knox, you want me? Don't take Belinda, you want me?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Animated.
Oh.
I'm all flat, and this waistline is impossible.
We gotta get out of here.
But what do we do?
Oh god, and we're goofy too. Ah.
What just happened?
You were sad, and you became more three-dimensional.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's it.
It's stupid.
You acquired depth. Wait a minute.
I'm scared too.
Ah. Good job.
Oh my god, we did it!
Now we're just here.
But we're still inside a cartoon. How do we get out?
Oh, this episode's great. We're being framed. This is gonna take a while. You guys gotta start alternating. Oh, little skip frames in there. Haha!
Oh my god, we're back!
We did it. We stopped the
Alright, both of you, don't move. Just stay where you are.
Oh god, the cops! They're probably racist too.
The man, officer, I told you. I said he was acting all suspicious.
Oh dang it, she was racist too.
Doctor, he knows something.
He offered to help you.
I'll give you 10 seconds to explain yourself. This fine lady's son, he went and disappeared.
I love the look he has on his face.
Seriously? Your continuity is terrible. This is Miami-Dade County, and that is the uniform of the NYPD.
Okay. Ah, we're not out yet.
Still inside a bloody film.
Little help.
I hate it when they do that.
Wait.
To
We were out.
the side of the frame. Oh god. Oh, they're looking right at me.
That's the screen.
Uh.
What happens if we...
Gosh.
Don't break my monitor. Oh.
That's it. I've got you.
Hey. Whose TV was that?
Oh my god.
Who fans? It's gonna tell us, Sharon. Then.
Is that you?
Wow.
Belinda. Belinda Chandra. Like Miss Belinda Chandra.
Oh no. They're watching week to week.
Are you?
We're your biggest fans. Oh.
Well, I knew this would happen because it was leaked online. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who.
Let me
Oh.
get this right. I am not real. My life is fictional.
Okay.
See?
My mum and dad, I remember them. They're absolutely real.
Your mum who plays the violin.
How do you know that?
We were watching.
Oh my god, I'm on TV.
Yeah, we watched the
What's your
episode.
favorite adventure?
Blink.
Definitely Blink.
Oh, Blink is a good one.
Not the one with the goblins.
Blink.
I
Yeah.
meant the Beatles.
No. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Where I am standing on a landmine.
I mean, it's good.
Blink. What happens in Blink?
It's the story where you're not allowed to blink.
Well, that sounds like an absolute epic.
No, freaking girl in the fireplace, dog. Doesn't help him, but still.
We can't blow up Lux because he's made of light.
Yeah. But what does he not do?
Well, we don't know. Tell us.
Oh,
We can't.
We can't spoil the episode.
So annoying.
Lots of people say that. You're not fictional. It's us, Belinda. We're not real.
Doctor Who fans aren't real.
We don't exist. But... you do.
No.
Oh no, it's getting reverse meta.
We're the sort of characters who don't have surnames.
Oh.
It's time for you to go back and fight him and beat him for us.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that there is something.
No, off you go. Come on, because you better be quick. Oh, come on. You're 30 minutes in. Time for the third act.
Yeah.
Once we move on, Lizzie, Assad, and Robin will all blink out of existence.
No.
You mean
Don't let the show end.
you'll die?
Then what will I do on my channel?
It's been so worth it. Just to meet you.
Aww.
We had so much fun.
I hope they were actual fans.
Now go and save the world, Doctor.
I wish that there was something.
We love you so much.
Damn, that was hilarious. Apart from them dying, but you know. This is what it's gonna be like when Doctor Who actually finishes, like when they're done. Eh. Ah!
Oh my god.
Good job.
Babes, look, my hand got burned.
Woof.
You're all right. Come here. Let me have a look. I know. Doctors always make the worst patients. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
I'm okay, Belinda. Okay?
You don't have stuff.
Time Lords have their own medicine.
Hey.
My generation. It's left me with a little extra pocket of energy. I've been saving just for this.
Hey. Well, good.
My hospital could do with you.
I like it. You have light within you that builds a body.
He wants to regenerate.
Hands up, fell because they were saving you from me. Get him, girls.
Wait, what? Oh no! Ah! Evil film!
Like him. Let me go.
Ow, 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 on the stairs.
Now run!
Oh, dang it. With time. It's morning.
It's daylight.
Means you gotta expose the film to daylight. Ah! Oh god. It's becoming three-dimensional in the 90s.
Pardon me, ma'am, but I think you'd better run.
No, I know what I'm doing.
I said,
Run!
Oh. He's gonna sacrifice himself. Ugh! Yeah. Oh! Oof! Blew a hole for the sunlight.
And it is all yours, Mr. Ring-a-Ding. It is all yours.
Gonna overexpose him.
What the flip is that?
Well, this is a sight to see.
And he's never gonna stop.
That's the point.
He will ascend. Out of context, Doctor Who, what the fuck? Wow.
He was made of light.
We're 60% water and we can still drown. That's why Locke stayed inside.
Tommy! Tommy Lee!
Hey, Tommy Lee.
According to the laws of the land, babe, sunlight doesn't suit us.
We should get out of here. Before they start saying slurs.
Goodbye to you, 52.
Eh.
If you
Ah.
want to see a good show, darling, I can recommend this one.
Fucking Mrs. Flood.
Better warn you though, limited run only. Show
Yeah.
ends. Trick of the light.
Oh boy. Now we're gonna give this a sec, cuz.
Well, I really, really loved it. Though I'd mark it down to a 7 out of 10. Take away the ending in the middle. And the villain's motivation change.
Oh, good grief.
Oh my god.
We're still here.
Yay! Oh god. No, don't play the next time. Alright. That was fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have just found Shudigatwa's best episode. There we go. All right, that was really damn good, actually. That was really, really damn good. Yeah, that man. It's interesting, actually. It's interesting with this season because we're almost following similar beats to last season, but now it's just like, no, it's just better. Like, this was better than The Devil's Cord. Last episode was a better opener than Space Babies. Like, we're doing it. We're doing it, mate. We're actually doing it. We're getting a really solid season. And last season had some really good stuff too, but this is like everything that I wanted. This is everything I wanted out of this guy. And we're getting it, finally. Here we go. Oh, man, we're finally getting somewhere. Because, again, last season, a lot of good stuff last season, but man, oh, man. That moment with the fans, that was funny. Oh, my gosh. I love that one of them was a viewer who just wanted to see Doctor Who die. That's perfect. Rip Doctor Who. Oh my gosh. And the fact that it's just like, what's your favorite episode? Blink. It's like, what about all of my episodes? Nope. Blink. Sorry, man. I mean, it's true. I personally enjoy Girl in the Fireplace more than Blink. However, that's also another David Tennant episode, so that doesn't really help, does it? Sorry. But this was a really great episode. I enjoyed this. I should probably look up who voiced Mr. Ring-a-Ding. That was funny too, just the fact that, or I guess voiced Lux. So Lux took the form of Mr. Ring-a-Ding. Oh, Alan Cumming, that makes sense. That makes sense. And yeah, so he was taken over by Lux Imperator from the Pantheon of Discord. So, the Pantheon of Discord, which, oh my gosh, which includes the Trickster, Krampus, the Toymaker, his child the Maestro, the Scream Sommelier, the Mara, the Reprobate, Incensor, Doubt, Dread, the threefold deity of malice and mischief and misery, and god of skin and shame and secrets, and Lux Imperator, as well as Sutek. I have to admit, I like them. They just keep making members of the Pantheon. You know, just this concept that was started, at least I think started with the Sarah Jane adventures with the Trickster, but now it's just like, let's just flesh it out. Screw it. You know what? It's like, it's probably like one of the best things to come out of the Sarah Jane adventures, you know? We're gonna have to watch the Sarah Jane adventures, aren't we? God, we don't have the time, man. We'll figure out something, but we're gonna have to, because the Trickster is important. What a great episode. I gotta be honest, I love the rubber hose look. I mean, I love old shit, you know? I love old stuff like that, and just like, I mean, there's an old James Rolfe video from years ago, which James Rolfe, you know, he's just a connoisseur of old shit, you know? But there was one episode where him and his buddy Mike were watching cartoons on 16mm film. There's a great episode, or a great video they did, where they're like watching Looney Tunes and Roadrunner and stuff. And to me, that shit is so cool. You know, I love that stuff. I love that kind of stuff. So the rubber hose look was really great. I love that he is, you know, this rubber hose creation the whole time. You know. I gotta play Cuphead at some point. I've never played Cuphead, and I need to. I have capable systems. I'm pretty sure, is Cuphead on Switch? I think it's on Switch, but At the very least, I know Cuphead is on PC, and I've got a Steam Deck, so I could... but I'm pretty sure Cuphead is also on Switch, so I could buy it there. I guess either or. Yeah, it's on Switch. So it originally... Man, it came out in 2017. Good lord. But it came out in 2017 on Xbox One and Windows, then Mac in 2018, Switch in 2019, and PS4 in 2020. So, yeah, I gotta play that sometime. So, I don't know. I'll either play it on Switch or on Steam Deck. I have options, so. But yeah, I love that aesthetic, that rubber hose aesthetic. Like, that look is so great. And honestly, like, Mr. Ring-a-Ding, what a great villain, you know? On top of the fact of, like, you know, making this a historical. It's not super historical. I mean, it's just because it's like, wow, we have to go back to 1952, where the rubber hose cartoons was always being used. Which, that's also an interesting thing. Like, can you imagine when you go to the theater, first you have to sit through the newsreel, you know? First you have to sit through the newsreel, then you sit through the cartoon, then you sit through the movie that you're trying to watch. And yet, I'm willing to bet all of that clocks in under 3 hours, you know? I bet. Whereas, you try to go see a 2-hour movie nowadays, you have to sit through so many friggin' trailers, and you have to sit through Nicole Kidman being like, isn't it amazing that we go to movies? And it's like, it would be if you play the movie! God. And then, you know, but now, instead of all these, you know, nice people who are just sitting there watching the Mr. Ring-a-Ding cartoon, it's people freaking out and causing riots over chicken jockeys. So, yeah, movie theaters ain't what they used to be. That said, anybody can go to a movie theater. I'm not trying to say that the movie theater here was all perfect and everything, considering they had segregation. I will give them a little credit for tackling that, considering, hey, neither of them are white, you know? Which, we have to be honest with ourselves, is a first. That is a first, that both Doctor and Companion are not white. And they don't gloss over that, so... They don't gloss over that. They don't gloss over it, but they don't put too fine a point on it, I will say. It's certainly better than, like, in the Shakespeare Code, where Martha's like, well, you know, what if I get carted off as a slave? And the Doctor's like, just walk around like you own the place, you'll be fine. You know, where that was a completely, like, glossing over the fact that, yeah, taking Martha back to the, whatever, 1400s or whatever, or 13 or whatever it was, it could be a little risky. But they don't gloss over that at all. And also just because the Doctor is now aware of that, because beforehand, with the whole Dot and Bubble episode, he got to the end of that and he was like, wait, what? It's like, it's like, they're not going to come with me because I'm black now, and it's just like, what? No, that's stupid. You're quit being stupid, you know? So, I'm glad, you know, when they land and it's like, oh, it's 4 a.m. We got all dressed up with no one to see. And he just kind of looks at his hand. It's like, maybe that was for the best. So, it's an interesting thing because it's like, how do you... And of course, obviously, all this is being written by a white guy, you know? This is being written by Russell T. Davies, who is a white guy. But it's like, that is kind of an interesting thing because it's like, yes, you are writing, you know, for these characters in this, you know, terrible time period for them. I say that as if there isn't any of that going on today. There is, just not, you know, codified into laws per se. Anyway, without going on a tangent on that, but it's just like, I mean, because we had, you know, the Rosa Parks episode where, you know, Yaz and Ryan had to face racism and stuff like that. And obviously the whole episode was about that. Whereas here, that's not the point of the episode. You know, yes, we're talking about the segregation and racism and stuff, and then also there's a fucking rubber hose god of light over here, so it's like we can't spend the whole time on it, but it's also an interesting thing, because not only do you have to write that stuff, but you also have to write for a character who has not been that race, you know? Because it's the same of, like, you know, when you write for the Doctor with Jodie Whittaker, and it's like, well, now the Doctor has to get used to being a woman, you know? And that's different for them, because so many iterations have all been a man. So then you do that. And, you know, they play with that a little bit, too, with, like, with Tenet, where it's like, well, he was a woman, now he's a man again, and now he has to, like, you know, he has to flip back, you know? And now he's a black man, and now the Doctor has to get used to that, too. So it's like, it is kind of an interesting thing of, like, you know, it's not just that you are writing for a black man, you're writing for a black man who did used to be a white man, you know? It's a fascinating thing. But you don't have to give too much attention to it as well, because again, rubber hose god of light. We can't really go do a deep dive on segregation right now, you know? But it is also interesting, you know, when he says, like, you know, this is a segregated diner, no blacks, and at this time that includes you, because it's like, yeah, she's not, but anything non-white, it falls into that category in 1952. So, but I like, at the very least, they met two people who weren't going to be racist, really. You know, there's a kid running the diner at 4 a.m. who's just like, shit's weird, alright? I don't care, and no one else is here. And, you know, the woman, Tommy Lee's mother, who's like, you know, I'm willing to talk to anybody at this point if it means finding my son, you know. And she says, like, you know, if you can bend the rules a little bit, and then the kid's like, well, there's nobody looking. Go ahead, go talk to her, because she needs the help, you know? So that's at least good. For a second, I did think the cop thing was real, but I was also thinking, like, well, is this real, or is this Lux? And sure enough, it was, but that was interesting. I do like that look, though, that the Doctor gives him, because at first you kind of look at it as, like, him looking at them, and it's just like, really? You're going to be racist right now? But then you realize he's looking at the uniform, it's like, that's NYPD, we're in Miami. But yeah, I thought they handled it well. I thought they handled the whole racism and segregation aspect well, considering that was not the focus of the episode, and the focus of the episode was the rubber hose god of light. So, but Lux, great villain. Probably one of my favorite of the Pantheon now. I love him. I love he's so goofy. I love they do take advantage of him being a cartoon so much, you know? The fact that it's like he's starting to go after them, and he's like literally dragging his legs up the stairs. It's like, he's comedic, you know? He's comedic. So it's like, that was funny. I like that. I like all that, you know, playing with him being a cartoon. And he looked really well, too. He looked really good, you know? It's like, that is always one of my favorite things, you know, pretty much since Roger Rabbit, that it's just like, you know, here's a cartoon interacting with a person. And that was really interesting, you know? I like when they were turned into a cartoon, and then it's like, oh, you have to gain depth, you know? And at first they're acting like, oh my gosh, we're in a cartoon, holy crap. Like, they're speaking like a cartoon from the 50s, which is funny. But then it's like, oh, if you keep talking about yourself and your problems, you'll gain depth, and you'll be able to get out of there. So that was funny. Oh, the Doctor is the last of the Time Lords. Again, because the Master destroyed them all. Hey, there's the one thing about RTD, he is not about to retcon anything that happened during the Chibnall era. And you know what? That's fine. To be fair, he's so used to writing the Doctor as the last of the Time Lords anyway, so he's probably like, it works out. Oh, boy. And I will say, this also works, because I saw some people saying that, you know, they didn't want a repeat of last season, where it seemed like between the first two episodes, or I guess between between the Christmas special and the first episode of Space Babies that it's like, oh, well, the Doctor and Ruby have, been together off screen for like a month. And it's like, what are you doing? Here, I like that this really does, firmly establish the relationship between the Doctor and Belinda. And that works really well. Belinda's such a great companion, She's so amazing. But I like her, kind of overcoming doubts about this. And I don't think... Because it's like... It's an interesting thing going from last episode where she's like, I am not one of your adventures, to here where it's like, well, now she's excitedly going out into 1952. But at the same time, it is kind of a thing of like, oh, it's 1952. Don't you want to go see the past? You can do that, So it's like, I get her being tempted a little bit. And through this episode, sort of coming to terms with being with the Doctor. She still wants to get home. And I firmly believe that she's going to be like a one-season companion. But, yeah, I honestly... I like the development of her relationship with the Doctor in this episode. I thought that was really good. So, and then they met the fans. That's just so funny. That's so amazing that they met the fans. One of them's got a Fez and a Telos shirt on. One of them has the scarf, of course. And then one of them has this like a Star Wars shirt on, and is more there to crap on Doctor Who and say it's dead. So that was funny. I really enjoyed it. What was exactly the like rip Doctor Who thing? And it's funny too because then it's like, well, they're not actually real, and then the Doctor and Belinda go back, but it's just like, but this, I don't know. It's just kind of funny that they actually meet fans and they come to realize they're a show.
I knew this would happen because it was leaked online.
I love that. It was leaked online.
Let me get this right. I am not real.
I love the way he says that. I am not real. So, I mean, dude, I firmly believe in the multiverse. Because, I don't know, I got no reason not to. That's a terrible reasoning, but, for other things. But, I don't know, I feel like there probably is a multiverse. We just, I don't know, we can't see it, whatever. And somewhere in the vastness of the multiverse, this infinite amount of universes, somewhere there does exist Doctor Who. He can't go between dimensions anyway, so... It's just that, to him, to us, he is TV. But, I don't know. I feel like, and granted, I'm not I'm not too weird about this belief, I don't feel like, but I don't know, I just feel like there probably is an infinite multiverse out there, and somewhere out there is Doctor Who. We just don't see it, because it's just so far away, And the Doctor has said he cannot easily travel between universes anymore, so somewhere out there, there's also the, what is that one called? The Age of Steel universe, I guess. The Rise of the Cybermen's universe. So, yeah. So, they're all out there. Somewhere out there is your favorite universes out there. There's a Pokemon universe out there. I don't know. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh universe. There's a Mario universe. It's all out there. So I love that they play with that a little bit. I love that they play with that. So I'm not real. And I love, again, the third one that was like, I knew this was going to happen because it was leaked online. So, oh, good grief. So that was funny. I like that. And then, and then we had the climax of Lux taking his regeneration energy to build a new real body, which was interesting. And then, which it makes you wonder, because the Doctor didn't really get that back. How much of that did he lose, But then him just getting infinite lights and becoming, more. He won't be a problem now, but he is infinite. He is truly a god. But yeah, that was good. And then at the end, I like that moment with Belinda where she says, those things that we said about ourselves, those are still real, and we will, deal with that, and we will deal with these things together. She didn't sneeze, I added that in, but yeah, but like that was good. I like it's kind of like they're a little I'm okay. They're almost a little too solid, like they've kind of worked out all the issues they had last episode, like, immediately. But I think this episode worked well enough for that. I'm gonna sneeze again. What is happening to me? Oh my god. I think I need to end the episode before I start sneezing more. Great episode. I'm really enjoying this season. This season is really, really good. I was a little hesitant last episode. Even though last episode was really good, I was a little hesitant last episode. I think just because... I don't know. I enjoyed season 14, but... I enjoyed it, but it was good. You know? Like, now, with Robot Revolution and now this, I'm like, okay, this is solid. Let's keep this up this season, and we're in for a really good season of Doctor Who, so... But yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Doctor Who reactions, as well as every Doctor Who reaction that's on the channel. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.